once again to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. I'm Dave Borchardt alongside Chris Goff. Another huge night tonight, Chris, here at Metro Pro Wrestling, including the Metro Pro title on the line. Jeremy Wyatt against your boy, Mr. Steven Richards.
Mr. Steven Richards. He's going to bring home the title to the commission.
We got another ladies match coming up next segment. Miss Natural taking on Angelus, Layne. And here we have, looks like he's upgraded from that dollar store trophy, Chris, the Iceman, the self-proclaimed dance champion of Metro Pro Wrestling, taking on a newcomer, Chris, Takeon.
Yeah, well, I don't know who Takeon is. We'll have to find that out, Dave. But the bigger the trophy, the bigger the champion he is. The international dance champion of the world. And what is this? He's got a new get-up here, Dave.
It's like he took that from Daroy Slays. What the hell's happening here, Chris?
He raised his arms like Taker.
Oh my God!
Yes! You gonna tell me this isn't quality entertainment, Dave? This is awesome!
I think I just went back in a time warp to the 80s. It's like Hot Tub Time Machine.
I love Neon. This is great. Look, Dave, he can dance just as a neon-laden skeleton or as a regular human being. This guy's skills are matched by no one.
Kind of freaked out right now, Chris. I'm sure it's even more so for our friends at home watching the show drinking right now.
Can you imagine all the wallets being lifted right now, the lights out here? Quality of people we have in here.
That would never happen with these hardworking blue-collar fans here at Turner Rec
Give me
Center.
a break, Dave. Everyone check their back pocket.
I will say, that was pretty impressive by the Iceman. I give him an A+ for that performance.
I know. Come on, he put a lot of effort in that, Dave. That's why he is the international dance champion.
He's at least the dance champion at Turner Rec Center, and that's saying a little something, I guess.
He's international.
Oh, hello, my people.
Hello, buddy. Iceman. Yeah.
Especially you. Has anybody ever told you how stupid you look in that hat?
You talking to Don Diablo?
I'm serious.
No, he's talking to that pink water buffalo.
Oh, my gosh.
At least they're not wearing the same shirt this month.
Here I am once again, your international dance champion.
He is the dance champion of the world.
Oh, yes. I defend this title no matter where I go. Matters of fact, I defended it last night, and I put the guy to shame. And as you see, I still possess that championship trophy. So as long as I possess this trophy, that means I am your dance champion. And I know for a fact there's a bunch of criminals out here in the crowd, and you criminals know 9/10, right?
Yeah, possession.
9/10, right? Yeah, it's
Talking
possession
to you,
against the
Chris.
law, right? Yeah.
I know laws.
Exactly. Hey, not only am I an elite athlete in this ring,
The disrespect these people have.
do you think you can come up and do something? No, you sit there and look stupid in your little glasses and your fake referee shirt and play a wrestler and you're like, oh, look, Mom, I've got a referee shirt on. Oh.
True.
Go back to your mom's basement, eat some Cheetos, watch whatever you watch,
I thought that guy was a Foot Locker employee.
and shut your mouth.
That'd be
You
an
shut your
upgrade.
mouth. You shut your mouth. All of you are just shut up.
And they're all over the Iceman, Chris.
He's the dance champion.
Like I told you, soccer isn't a real sport, so you don't matter.
What?
That is true.
What a bunch of crap.
He likes sports, not soccer.
Oh, like dancing is a real sport, Chris.
It is, Dave. You see the moves he has? He has rhythm. That means he'd probably be good at anything.
10 pounds, making his
Takeon. Who is Takeon?
Whoa! Talk about an entrance, Chris. We got a ninja here.
Is that Paul Diamond? We have the ninja Takeon is here?
Yes. I've heard many stories, Chris, about how this guy is dominated overseas in the Orient.
Well, who hasn't? I mean, this guy, the martial arts skills that come with this guy and the legend that follows him is unmatched. I don't even know who he is, Dave. Who are you talking about?
I don't know if he can dance, Chris, but he sure as hell can make an entrance.
Dave, he obviously has a black belt with white
Well, since you're not
stripes.
from around here, I'm going to let you know the rules when you're stepping the ring with the Iceman. The rules are, you have to accept my challenge to a dance-off.
What?
And when you beat me, if you beat me, and I know you won't, then we shall wrestle, and then I'll make you look like a fool when I kick the crap out of you. And if you don't shut up, I'm coming out there and kicking the crap out of you too.
Yes.
Let's start this dance off.
Yes.
And as always, I'll go first.
He should. He's going to set the standard, Dave, and let's see if this ninja can do anything. It's not Ninja Turtles 2, Dave. Ice Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice in here singing, go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were great, Chris. This guy may be the new international dance champ for all I know.
The DJ Iceman. You can book him for all your parties, your weddings. He might even bust out the worm for you.
It's his finishing move, Chris.
Yes.
He's done it.
No, Scotty Too Hotty. He has a much better finishing maneuver than Scotty Too Hot. There you go. You just got served, Ninja Boy.
Let's see what the ninja's got in his back pocket other than some nunchucks. And
What?
babies.
What is this? A dancing ninja?
A backwards kip up, Chris. Oh, the punch and the flip. Amazing. Oh, no.
Yes.
What a joke.
You never let a ninja know when you're coming, Dave. You attack him from behind. That is Ninja 101, and Iceman just did it and got the upper hand
I think
here.
that's actually the exact opposite, Chris. It's the ninja that's supposed to do the sneak attack.
But if you're going to do it, Dave, you use ninja skills, and that's exactly what Iceman did. But now the ninja busting him up with these chops and reverse thrust kick.
Takeon making his Metro Pro debut. Look at that spinning heel kick, Chris.
No! Get up!
Maybe Iceman tired himself out with the dance-off. Yes!
He caught him with that stupid spinning heel kick. He was so tired out from showing everybody here how to dance, Dave. I mean, they've never done any kind of athletic aerobic activity here.
I don't know what we can say about Iceman's aerobic fitness. He did the double dance, the pre-dance off with the glowing suit, and then that one. And
you gave him credit for that one.
That may have been the quickest match in Metro Pro Wrestling history, Chris.
Well, he's a ninja, Dave. I mean, come on. And now he's hiding
Where
behind.
is he? He's disappeared.
He's disappeared, that guy's Zubaz.
Oh, there he is.
Takeon gets his victory in his first. Is that even a match, Dave? He lost a dance-off, though. That's for dang sure.
Takeon with an impressive debut, and stay tuned. The Metro Pro title on the line later. Jeremy Wyatt against Mr. Steven Richards. And coming up next, Miss Natural taking on Angelus Layne. Look at that loser.
Accompanied to the ring by the Commission.
Shut up, Chris.
What's going on? WWE superstar Kofi Kingston here, and you're watching Metro Sports.
Join Metro Pro Wrestling 24/7 on social media. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/MetroProKC. On Twitter, you can follow us at KC Metro Pro. Our YouTube page is located at youtube.com/KC Metro Pro. And finally, our company website with all of our live event dates over at MetroWrestling.com.
Welcome back to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. I'm Dave Borchardt alongside Chris Goff. Coming at you as always from Turner Rec Center here in Kansas City, Kansas. And
The Commission, Miss Natural, out there for singles competition, Dave, but she brought her friends. Mr. Abernathy, Mr. Jalistico, and Mr. James. These idiots call him homeless guy. He's Mr. James.
it's like Miss Natural's going with the new Chris. I thought she was a blonde, but she's got some blue in there too. I think those idiots from the commission with their terrible attire may have given her a makeover.
No, she's got the new look, Dave. I think Mr. Steven Richards has sort of helped her out with the wardrobe. She looks sort of like Ivory did back in the Right to Censor days. And I think she knows that she doesn't want to consort with disgusting human beings. She's cleaned
But
herself
she's
up.
with the commission, Chris.
Yes, I know. That's why she has this new leaf. She's with them. They're wearing jackets and hats. That's more I can say for most of these idiots.
Look at that stupid rule book. These idiots never follow the rules.
Look at her beautiful hair. Very smurfy today. Miss Natural gonna get the big win. She lost somehow to Angelus Layne just a few weeks ago. But this is the make good day. This is when she comes out with friends and takes down the redheaded wonder.
Look like father and son there face to face, Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen of Metro Pro Wrestling, you
are all very lucky to be here tonight.
They are.
And what I mean by very lucky is that you fat guy, you're lucky you didn't have a heart attack. I don't mean you're lucky as though you made your Social Security check stretch to afford to come in here tonight. I mean lucky because I almost, along with Mr. Jalistico, Miss Natural, and Mr. James, shut this show down tonight.
Good.
To put it in layman's terms, I was going to have this ring taken down, and all of you would have been forced to go home to your trailer, cardboard box, what have you.
He has that kind of power, Dave.
How does he know where you live, Chris?
Because you see, Mr. Girthy has really dropped the ball on this commissionership. The paperwork's all out of whack. And regardless to what Metro Pro Wrestling wants you to think when you watch every Saturday night, Mr. Girthy is not the one who has the final say. Hey, homeless guy, shut up!
Again, who's he talking to, Chris?
90% of them. I don't know how they get the wealth.
I don't have any problem sending Miss Natural out of this ring to drag you outside.
Yeah, shut
And
up,
not in the way that you would like.
Miss Natural dragging you around, Chris.
At the end of the day, the Standard Committee of Athletic Morals is who calls the shots around here. Most of you people are unmoral rats that need help, and I'm here to help you. And tonight, Mrs. Natural is gonna beat up someone who calls herself a woman. This woman has tattoos.
Mrs.
How
Natural,
disgusting.
Chris?
Tattoos are gross.
So, why don't we bring out Angelus Layne and let Miss Natural give her the wrestling lesson of a lifetime.
That's right.
The commission!
Dave, they could have shut this whole thing down because Commissioner Gundy has dropped the ball.
Yeah, those stupid commissions always threaten bureaucratic bullcrap like that, Chris. That's why you've always told me you hate commissions, right? Right, Chris?
I love this commission, Dave. I can't talk about any others, but I love this commission. And there's Angelus Layne,
I
Dave.
love this lady right here, Chris.
In the new Angelus Layne t-shirt. But you know what? She's going to learn that she's not going to go 2-0 against Miss Natural on her home turf.
Well, that's some real trash talk, Chris. You already beat me once, but you're not going 2-0.
Well, she's not, Dave. It was completely lucky last time. Miss Natural is a hardened veteran here. This gal was like, she knew how to wrestle coming out of the womb, okay? Angelus Layne has a lot to learn.
One hell of a wrestler, Chris. She pops out and ready to put on the figure 4 leg lock.
That's right. But that's how she got her name, Dave. She's natural at being a professional wrestler, and that's why she is Miss Natural, Mrs. Natural. She would be, lucky man would have her be Mrs. Natural, Dave, as you try to make a joke into that earlier.
No doubt. I just can't believe her partners with the commission don't know her name, but whatever, that's fine. You're speaking of the figure 4 leg lock coming out of the womb, I assume Ric Flair probably could have put that move on, and now I guess he's mastering the figure 4 in the legal system these days,
Yeah,
Chris.
I was going to say, Dave, if you'd stop getting married for the 12th time, maybe you wouldn't have some money to pay off some alimony payments.
So you're saying he won't be marrying Miss Natural, but some guy will be lucky to, is what you're saying.
Miss Natural married Ric Flair. She can get some money back each month. So
They got some beautiful blonde children the way it looks at the moment, Chris.
yeah, it's natural on both sides, I'm sure, Dave. I'm not too sure about that blue, but Angelus Layne's red hair also in full effect, but you don't seem to be making fun of that as much as Miss Natural's, because, of course, you're biased and I'm not.
Well, my wife is a redhead, Chris, and plus, as you mentioned earlier, Miss Natural has this Smurf look going. I don't know what to think about that.
And look at that big elbow by Angelus Layne. She says one more time, here we go. Can't do that twice to Miss Natural. You kidding me? Trying to do that flip out in the corner, but no. Miss Natural now going to work on Angelus Layne. Big boots to her back.
Doesn't look like that's a comfortable outfit to wrestle in, Chris. Can you imagine that kind of dress shirt type attire? I don't think I'd want to wrestle in
Dave,
that.
she's cleaned herself up. Mr. Steven Richards has shown. Hey, I'm trying to talk to you, Dave. What are you talking about? Mrs. Natural has has learned a lot of things from Mr. Steven Richards.
Mrs. Natural.
Here we go. What happened? Oh, big right hand. Okay.
Yeah, the only way, well, I shouldn't say the only way, because Miss Natural is great, but Angelus Layne doesn't have a lot of a chance, Chris, if you're talking about three guys on the outside interfering like we just saw.
Hey, we've had this discussion before. The commission are a group of friends. Not only do they work for the Standard Committee of Athletic Morals, but they're also friends, okay?
You know, it stands for scam, Chris.
Well, it's an unfortunate abbreviation,
These
Dave, but
guys
that
are
is
a
the name.
scam. They say they're here to enforce the rules, and all they
They're
do
not
is
a scam.
That's all
Here
they
we
do is cheat. We just saw it.
Miss Natural got a 2 count there, but she knows she has in the back pocket here is her finisher, Dave, and it's going to be over. Angelus Layne, though, she's talking to Medea, the idiots out there. It's a roll-up. And no, thank goodness Angelus Layne couldn't get their leverage.
Oh.
Yes.
Almost had it, Chris. I thought you may have spoken too soon. Look at those big forearms to the face.
Oh, Miss Natural goes down and rolls out.
So I'm confused. Is it Miss or Mrs. Natural, considering considering Steven Richards is here? I mean, what is her name, Chris?
Her name is Miss Natural, Dave.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Well, I didn't know you're such a stickler for her name. Why don't you watch her beat the crap out of Miss Layne, okay?
Doesn't look like she's beating the crap out of anyone right now, Chris. She's holding that left arm.
Mr. Jalistico holding open those ropes for her as a good friend would do. Look at that! Suicide dive! Taking out Mr. James and Mr. Abernathy.
Mr. Jalistico had the ropes open, and look, Angelus Layne.
Yeah.
I was going to say she ended up on her feet, but now Miss Natural with a cheap shot.
Here's a tip. If you're going to do a suicide dive and take 2 of the 4 out, watch where the other 2 are before you start jumping up and celebrating.
Shut up, Chris. You just pointed out a tremendous fact, the fact that it's even 1 against 4. It's not very good odds, is it?
No, it's not. You can
Not
do
very
math.
fair, is it, Chris?
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you're rooting for the 4-on-1.
Angelus Layne is like you, no friends, okay? I have tons. Russian leg sweep, yes.
Yeah, you have tons. The commission and Miss Natural.
Here we go.
Name one other one.
Adam Pearce.
And Mark Sterling, maybe.
Mark Sterling.
He didn't talk to anyone for 6 months, so that's the kind of friends you
Look
have.
at this. No, argue with the referee's a roll. Get up, get up, get up.
Oh,
What?
No, I
You
was
wanted
just
to grab the
I
trust?
was caught up in the moment. I want Angelus to win this match. Look at that suplex. Yes.
Get up.
Oh.
Thank goodness. Hits her midsection with that right hand, but and what is this?
Thought she had it, Chris. Great move by Angelus Layne, and look at this.
Fireman's carry. What's this gonna be?
Get that hopeless bum out of here.
TKO time? And no, Mr. James is up on the apron.
I can't even afford admission to the show here, Chris.
Yes!
Oh, swinging neck breaker.
Spinning fisherman suplex, and that
gosh,
is
what a
over.
move.
Miss Natural gets the victory.
I'll give her credit, Chris. That was an unbelievable finishing move there. Let's get these jerks out of the ring. They've already done enough damage. Come on.
The commission. They get a big win. Miss Natural gets her win back. I told you she would against Angelus Layne. And here, they're all in the ring now, Dave. Look, Mr. Abernathy asking Mr. James to put his head away.
Here, Chris.
Just beating some rules into Miss Angelus Layne. Maybe they'll kick off some of those tattoos. What's that?
There we go.
Derek Stone's here wearing an Angelus Layne shirt.
Thank goodness, because they were beating up an unarmed girl, Chris.
And there's Lucy Mendez. Was Derek Stone going to beat her up again?
They did have a bit of a falling out the last time we saw them in a ring together.
Look, he's got a fork, Dave. Is that really fair? Coming down with eating utensils?
It's not as impressive as last time we saw him, Chris. He had that giant grilling pitchfork.
Yeah, the one that he almost bounced off Lucy's head and went into the ring.
Well, hopefully that was an inadvertent near call there.
Really? The way he was yelling at Lucy last time, I'm pretty sure he was wanting that to maybe singe her hair a little bit more than it did. But Angelus Layne holding her neck. The commission beating the rules into Angelus Layne, and Derek Stone, and with any kind of fork or pitchfork, whatever he wants to bring down, he's going to stop the Standard Committee of Athletic Morals supergroup.
Shut up, you moron. Let's hear what Derek Stone has to say.
Yeah, who cares?
The hero in this event, Chris, coming to the rescue of Angelus Layne, who was taking a beating against 4 people.
Hey, listen, I don't know what to think right now. Hey, stay right here. Stay in here. Listen, I don't want to take up too much time, but last time I was here, right here in Kansas City, I kind of made a jackass out of myself. And you see, I've been in this business more than half my life, and you know, it's easy to get jaded. It's easy because just about everybody I've ever been close to in this business, well, they stab me in the back. But the one person who's never done that, who's been a good friend to me, who's been genuine, who's been real, and who's been a decent, honest, caring person towards me is Lucy Mendez right here.
Apologizing, Chris.
And Lucy, I just want to say, you know, I know we haven't talked, and I've been trying to kind of stay away, you know. You know how much that Central States title means to me. And you know how it just drives me crazy that a guy like Dan Walsh is running around with it right now.
Why?
And I just,
Jerk.
from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say I'm sorry. And if you will, if you forgive me, if you would please be in my corner for my match with Dan Walsh.
Why would he want this Jezebel in the corner?
Well, look at her, Chris.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
I appreciate and accept your apology,
Thank goodness.
but don't ever treat me that way again.
One more quick thing here.
What? What is going on?
Commission, someday I'm gonna be coming for you, but I want everybody here to take a look at this young lady right here, okay? So, I have known this young lady since she was 13 years old. 13 years old, she walked into a wrestling training gym and was training every day with grown men who were nasty and mean and smelly and rude. And you know what? They all quit. But she never did.
He should have.
So Dan Walsh and everybody in this place, I want you to look right here, because that's a champion. That's why she's one of the best female wrestlers in the country, because she never gave up. And Walsh, you could learn a lot from her. Thanks.
Unlike you, Chris, she hasn't quit on her life and her dreams.
Well, I feel, and that's nice that Angelus Layne didn't quit, Dave, but it doesn't change the fact that she just got some sense beat into her by Miss Natural
versus one,
with
you
a
moron.
little bit of help from the commission. But regardless, coming up, Dave, Mr. Steven Richards and the commission are going after the Metro Pro Heavyweight title. Jeremy Wyatt's Indie World Tour comes to an end next.
Not gonna happen, Chris. He's a fighting champ, and he's beating all comers. But it's gonna get tougher. Mr. Steven Richards, and look at this trio of power, Chris.
I just threw up in my mouth.
The Turner Recreation Commission is a full-service recreation facility located in Kansas City, Kansas. Program offerings include youth and adult sports, boxing, karate, dance, tumbling, cheerleading, fine arts, childcare, youth and adult fitness classes, 50-plus program, a fitness center, year-round aquatic programs, birthday parties, rentals, and much, much more. For more information about TRC and their programs, please visit their website at turnerrec.org.
Welcome back, main event time. What a stupid, crappy entrance saw, Chris. Give me a headache.
Dave, the commission has the right to censor anything they want, and they're coming out here with their future Metro Pro Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Steven Richards.
Please tell me these idiots aren't going to stick around for the whole match.
I told you Miss Natural got her tips from him. Look, he looks so much better than everybody else here. That's a tie. He does sort of look like Michael Douglas in Falling Down, but regardless, he does want to teach these people a lesson on how to just be a person and civilian in society.
You said tips, right, Chris?
Yes, tips. And there's Steven Richards taking off the tie, taking off the work shirt, and he is going to work, Dave. Mr. Abernathy telling him some last second, tips. That's probably gonna help. He's gonna bring home the Metro Pro Championship.
Fountain of information and genius there. Bucktooth Abernathy, Craig. You really want to listen to him when you're going for the world title.
Anything that Steven Richards does or the commission does is for your own good. We've known that for years. He continues to try to help everyone out there. And the commission has just really been doing the work for him here in the Midwest for a while. But I'm so glad that he made a return here with his group, the commission, to win the title for everyone.
So you have a homeless bum, two out-of-shape losers, and Mr. Steven Richards. Which one doesn't belong here, Chris?
I don't know.
Just use your
They all
eyes,
look the
Chris.
same. Well, yeah, Steven Richards in great shape. We've been seeing him training in the gym. And the commission they were in the gym too.
They were there. I haven't seen them training, Chris, unless you call curling and donut training.
Well, in some worlds that is training. You've seen Beer Fest.
I know it is for the King brothers and for maybe about 3/4 of the people here at Turner Rec Center. But nonetheless, let's give the champ this moment. Jeremy Wyatt, I mentioned in last segment, he's been taking on all comers, and he's been beating everyone in his path, including some of the biggest names in the independent wrestling world, Chris.
He's taken down TJ Perkins. Then he took down Scrap Iron Adam Pearce. Then he took down Kyle O'Reilly in maybe the closest match he's had so far. And now he takes on a former WWE, a former WCW, a former ECW, and former TNA champion, Mr. Steven Richards. I mean, the pedigree that Richards brings to this match, Dave, is... we haven't seen it here for a very long time. Let's just say that. What he brings to the table, the companies he's worked for, and won championships with. This is a completely different level for Jeremy Wyatt.
Yeah, and it's not really a fair fight, Chris, if you take all that pedigree you mentioned and then combine it with 3 cheating jerks outside the ring. I hope this referee's smart enough to send the commission backstage, because this match is tough enough if it's just a one-on-one match.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens, Dave. Obviously, Mr. Steven Richards does not need help from the commission to become
let's send him
a
backstage,
champion.
Chris.
Well, we'll see, Dave. They're his friends. Like I said, they wanted to come out here and help him and see him win another championship here at Metro Pro Wrestling. Take it away from this disgusting, tattooed-up champion, Jeremy Wyatt.
Mr. James has tattoos all over him, Chris.
Yeah, he was homeless, Dave. He's been saved, okay? We talked about that. And look, Steven Richards doing exactly what you said, Dave. He's telling them that he doesn't need him, and I believe he's telling the commission to go to the back. What's he doing that for?
Again, I said before, this guy doesn't fit with this cheating group of jerks, Chris.
Really?
Yeah, he actually seems very intelligent, in shape, and seems like a fair sport. I don't understand it.
There goes the commission, Dave. Mr. Jalisco, Mr. Abernathy, Mr. James are now to the back because Mr. Richards wanted them gone for some reason. Now
I actually
look at
have
this.
a
Look at
fair
this stare
fight
down
here, Chris. Yes.
Look at this stare down. Mr. Richards hasn't changed the expression on his face since he came out here. I don't know if Wyatt's used to that.
Very serious competitor is Mr. Steven Richards. This should be one hell of a main event with the Metro Pro title on the line.
Here we go, first lockup of the night. Richards in control. But he gets back to the corner now by Wyatt. It's gonna be a clean break or what, Dave? It's Wyatt, so probably not.
Oh, he's got to 5, Chris, and that's perfectly clean.
Yeah, a 4 count finally gets away. Another lockup
no,
into
you
the
have
corner.
trouble counting, Chris, but 4 is actually before 5.
It is, I understand, Dave.
Well, there, Richards did the same thing. You want to criticize him on the
You
other
sit here and
side?
act like Jeremy Wyatt's such a rule-abiding champion. Give me a break.
Absolutely. I've never seen him bend a rule.
Please.
Well, at least not in the last 4 months
Such
since
a
I started
hypocrite.
liking him, yeah.
I've always hated this guy. Look, side headlock now, off the ropes, Irish whip. Big shoulder block.
Wyatt crashing down to the mat and now backing up to the corner. I think he saw Richards maybe going for a kick there.
Well, we've seen it. He does a heck of a super kick, Dave. Through the years, he's given it to so many people, called the Stevie kick through the years, and that is his finishing maneuver, a la Shawn Michaels, who is Steven Richards, one of his idols and his biggest idol getting into the wrestling business. But if he hits that on Wyatt, it is over. Big shoulder block there by Wyatt, though. And look, trying to get the
one of his
crossface.
finishers, yeah.
He's not going to get that on Richards. Give me a break.
Both these guys have scouted the other man's finishing move and unable to hit it in the early stages here of the match.
Look at this, another nose-to-nose stare down between these two, and no love lost here, Dave. You saw Steven Richards in the gym in those segments we saw with the commission. He was training so hard, and just the intensity he had when talking to Midnight Guthrie, it was just off the charts. This guy, obviously, still in tremendous shape, based on the fact that he was just on some national television not too long ago, but stays in tremendous shape, obviously working out, and he wants to become another champion right now.
Did you hear the echo, Chris, of that blow to the spine? But Wyatt finds a way to reverse it.
Look at this. I thought it was going to be an STF, but it looks like he was possibly going to try the crossface, but no.
Turnabout is fair play, Chris.
Each of them slapping each other in the back, and again, look at the stare down by Stevie Richards.
And look very happy here, and I guess neither one of these guys looks all that happy at the moment, do they?
No, of course not. But Jeremy Wyatt has a big challenge if he's going to retain this title again in this Indie World Tour. And I don't even know if this is an Indie World Tour when you're taking on such a world international superstar like Steven Richards.
These guys definitely feeling each other out here the first few moments of the match. It's been back and forth.
Definitely big shove there from Richards. Right back from Wyatt now.
Oh, huge chop. And Wyatt with one of his own.
Steven Richards goes down on that one. Side headlock, and now we'll see who's going to get the upper hand here, because like you said, really feeling each other out in the early stage of this match. Our main event tonight on Metro Pro Wrestling, the fourth stop on the Indie World Tour for Jeremy Wyatt.
Wyatt working over that left shoulder of Richards. I think Richards is going to give up here, Chris.
Give me a break, Dave. You can't obviously think that.
Wishful thinking, maybe.
Dropping the knee, though, on that left arm, working over that, softening up that left arm, left shoulder, like you said, Dave. Steven Richards now getting back up on his feet. What's he going to do here? Neck breaker, possibly?
Wyatt still got a hold of him, but no more.
Look at that. Nice arm drive by Wyatt. Back in control with that left arm.
Ask him, ref. What do you say?
He's not going to quit. Give me a break.
You might as well ask, Chris. He runs around with those quitters from the commission. Those guys will tap out at a moment's notice.
You seen them tap out, Dave? I didn't know they did.
I don't know if they've done it recently.
Give me one example.
Do I need to remind you they started off their Metro Pro career with approximately 30 consecutive losses, Chris?
I don't remember that at all.
No, of course you don't.
I just remember their very long tag team championship reign that they're currently in. Cobra Kai Dojo has nothing on them.
We'll see, Chris. The showdown's coming with those guys. You know it.
We've seen Steven Richards talk about what it means the most to him. That is teaching these people that he wants to have respect for them, and they should have respect for themselves. First, they need to get in shape, get in the gym, start working out, start feeling and saying the good things in society. I mean, Steven Richards is really an extension of the commission, Dave.
Well, that sounds great, Chris. That's all fine and dandy. But Jeremy Wyatt's most important priority is defending that Metro Pro title. I think that gives him the leg up tonight. He's not trying to educate these great fans here at Turner Wrestling.
You had it right. Keep going. Morons. You're right. Absolutely. Freudian slip there, Dave. I know exactly. You know, Jeremy Wyatt could use a good saving, too. You know, I mean, obviously he turned his back on his best friend, Mark Sterling, which I still haven't forgiven him for. And now he's in the middle of this Indie World Tour. But it needs to come to an end, Dave. I mean, he is not the kind of champion that you want your company, you know, on poster. You don't want that. You don't want him representing what Metro Pro Wrestling is, right?
Well, you're the guy that always told me money over friendships, Chris, and now you're sitting here upset because Jeremy Wyatt chose the title over his friendship. You're such a hypocrite.
Well,
that's why you don't have any friends, though.
Whatever. I have plenty of friends in commission. We've talked about.
Chosen this lucrative career of
all the
professional
people
wrestling broadcaster.
Of course, it is. This pays my mortgage, Dave. But look at that neck breaker on Jeremy Wyatt, and Stevie's really shaking that left arm. It's really been getting worked over by Wyatt.
That's a shame, Chris.
I'm sure you feel really bad for him.
I'd hate to have him down a wing here.
Oh, yes.
Challenging Wyatt for that illustrious title.
You know, Stevie Richards obviously had some throat and neck surgery in the past, and he's working over. He knows exactly where to go in that region of the body against Jeremy Wyatt.
Oh, huge shot sends Wyatt crashing down.
Yes. Yes. The right to censor. You know, he really needs to come around more often, Dave. I mean, I've seen a lot of parents in the crowd here, a lot of bratty kids that Steven Richards could teach a lot, too. I mean, a lot of these parents need help, obviously, with the finished product that they have right now. So if he just came around a little bit more, it'd be a lot better for these kids and adults and for people like me that have to put up with him.
Well, there's a lot of bad parents like you, Chris. I know you let your little toddler watch those R-rated movies and stuff.
Hey, it's real life.
I guess so. I just thought when you were letting him watch Full Metal Jacket the other day, I thought that was a bit too soon, but nonetheless, maybe you should heed the advice of Mr. Steven Richards as well.
You're saying Eddie Murphy Raw for a 2-year-old is a little too early?
I think it might be, Chris.
Oh, well, to each his own, Dave.
Steven Richards in complete control here at the moment as Wyatt get that neck jerked back, and you're right, he's continued to work over that head and throat area, Chris.
Look at that. Choking him out almost, Dave. The referee not calling it a choke yet, but I mean, very close to doing that. Looks like he's really wearing down the champion right now.
Crowd urging on Wyatt to get back to his feet, try to break this hold. He's almost done it, and he has.
Wyatt up to his feet. Look at that nice DDT, and that's going to be a finisher for most people.
James and Jake the Snake Roberts, Chris.
Yes, Steven Richards, and look at the crowd, Dave. They love it.
They're actually booing the crap out of him, Chris.
No, they hate Jeremy Wyatt. They love Steven Richards. Mr. Steven Richards.
By the crowd, you mean the commission, then you'd be correct, but otherwise you're completely wrong, Chris.
I mean, you got to give it to Mr. Steven Richards, Dave. He sent the commission to the back. I mean, he could have had him out here for the entire match. They could have been choking him out, cheating while Steven Richards had the referee's back turned.
Also, you admit they cheat, Chris.
Well, in some cases, yeah, it's not cheating unless you're caught, Dave, right? Right?
Yes, so.
Exactly.
I will say that you're right. I think Steven Richards has proven himself to be at least somewhat a man of integrity, which, again, is another reason I can't understand why he's with those idiots from the commission.
Look at this full Nelson, Dave. I've been seeing this since the days of Hercules Hernandez and Billy Jack Haynes. This is great. What a wear-down maneuver this is. Old school. I love this. Steven Richards taking out Jeremy Wyatt. Look, Jeremy Wyatt pulling his hair like the cheater he is.
He's just giving him noogies, Chris.
Really?
Indian burns, yeah.
Yeah. Steven Richards finally boiling up to the point to tell these idiots to shut up.
Probably should keep his attention on the matter at hand, Chris. He's going for that prestigious Metro Pro title here. Doesn't need to waste time yelling at Toothless Guy 1 through 7 or Medea.
Look, Steven Richards challenging the fans to chant, "Let's go Wyatt." I don't hear it, Dave. Crickets. Yeah, no one wants to do it. He's turned him, Dave.
You say this hostile Russian crowd is pro-Rocky, Chris?
Yes, Gorbachev is standing and cheering for Mr. Richards.
But
look
now,
at that snap suplex by Wyatt.
Think he got a bit cocky there. Wyatt was able to get the big reversal, but you can see the damage has been done to the champ.
Yeah, Wyatt's still holding his throat, his neck. Steve Richards back up again, big right hand.
These two exchanging haymakers here in the center of the ring. Who's going to get the upper hand?
I don't really think you understand what kind of wrestling royalty we have in the ring, Dave, with Mr. Steven Richards. I don't think you're giving him the respect that he deserves.
Well, what about you giving some respect to Jeremy Wyatt, Chris?
Who cares about him?
What? Man, let's turn back the tape recorder to 6 months ago and hear what you were saying about Jeremy Wyatt.
Yeah, I hated him then too. What are you talking about?
Not.
I've disliked him since December, Dan. It's over 6 months. But thanks for your math, moron. Look at that big clothesline.
Used to say he was the greatest wrestler in the history of the Midwest, I bet.
Yeah, until he backstabbed Sterling, and now I think Sterling's great.
Big flying elbow by the champ. Look at him, Chris.
Steven Richards is in trouble. Look at this, yes, reverses Irish whip into the corner. Oh, but look, Wyatt going out, and he's going to the top, Dave. We've seen this before. Come on. Missile drop kick.
Layne hook, this could be it. No.
Oh, thank goodness. Why's he always got to scream Konnichiwa? No one cares about Japanese crap.
You kidding me tonight, Chris? We already saw the victorious debut of Takeon the Ninja.
Yeah, well, he was a horrible dancer, and he blindsided Iceman.
It was actually half true. He was a terrible dancer, but the Iceman blindsided him, Chris.
Playing possum with Steven Richards. Let's pay attention to Richards, Dave.
Ignore your stupid comments and call the match. I agree, Chris. What a move!
No!
Yes, no! Thought Wyatt had him for sure.
Wyatt had a 2.5 count there to retain his title, but Steven Richards kicks out of it. Thank goodness. And you know what? When Steven Richards wins this title, Dave, and can you imagine taking, not only they have the tag team titles, but the commission will then have the heavyweight championship in their possession.
That's enough to make me quit the business, Chris. So if that happens, you'll have to find yourself a new play-by-play man.
That's enough gold that would have the greatest set of gold teeth for Mr. Abernathy. Look at that, Dave, powerbomb. Yes! It's over!
Oh, thank goodness.
What? He kicked out of a Richard powerbomb?
Let's be honest, Chris, there's not enough gold in Fort Knox to get Abernathy a gold grill.
No. I saw his fronts, Dave. He already has them ready. After he wins this, they're going to melt down all that 24-karat gold in that Metro Pro heavyweight title. And they're good to go.
Richards may be a little surprised he didn't finish off the champ there, but he's got all the momentum.
Look at this, Dave. We've seen this. A la Shawn Michaels, a la Stevie Richards. Warming it up for the big Stevie kick to the face. Here we go. It's over. New champion. Yes.
Wyatt's kicked out.
Heavy kick out of the Stevie kick.
That's unbelievable.
This referee can't count. This referee's horrible. Stevie Richards had a 3 count after that Stevie kick, and Wyatt, give him the belt. He's the new champion.
Richards with a look of shock on his face. It's the first time he's looked anything other than ticked off all night.
Thank goodness. Come out here and help. He just won the title, boys. Get him the title.
I thought you said he didn't need help, Chris.
He didn't. He just won on the 3 count. This referee's obviously some kind of NWO Patrick referee.
It was a 2 count, you moron.
This is stupid. Earl Hebner has nothing on this backstabber. And Stevie Richards is telling him to get out of here. What is he doing? He has help surrounding the ring, and he's in fights with his own people. And look at this, Dave. He's putting him in the crossface.
Oh, the commission has set up their own guy. They distracted him, Chris.
No, he's got the crossface, Dave. The submission hold. Do not tap out. No.
Yes.
No, this is so unfair. The commission, he was arguing. Why is Mr. Steven Richards arguing with the commission? He could have won the title easily with their help.
The commission cost him the title, Chris. Even you would admit it.
This is horrible. He had won the title, and the commission came out here to help him retain it. This is horrible, Dave.
Wyatt won a victory, another in a long series of wins for the champ, and he retains the Metro Pro title.
A submission victory for Jeremy Wyatt on his 4th stop on the Indie World Tour, and it continues on thanks to the fact that Mr. Steven Richards did not even see the light and have that commission help him win this Metro Pro title, Dave. How can you not see that? How dumb is Richards? You have to admit that.
What? Now you're turning your back on him?
Yes, he wouldn't even take their help. He could have obviously gotten the help from the commission. Look, and they're telling him, like, what are you doing? We have the championship in our hands. Mr. James is explaining to him in a nice yelling fashion.
There's no such thing as a nice yelling fashion, you idiot.
Look at this. Yes, even a homeless guy has some kind of logic in his brain that would have said that they would have helped him get it 1, 2, 3.
They just don't understand it. It looks like Richards is a man of integrity. They don't know what that means, Chris.
Neither do I. There's no integrity in pro wrestling. If everybody had integrity in pro wrestling, it'd be boring, Dave. It'd be called MMA.
Think they have integrity in MMA? What's James doing? I think he's barking up the wrong tree, Chris.
Look at this, Mr. James, look. He's up in his grill, Dave. You gonna do something? Huh?
I don't think I'd do this if I was James.
What?
Outsized, strength here.
He's outnumbered. Steven Richards is outnumbered. Come on, Dave. Who's gonna take these 3 on? Come on. What are you gonna do?
What's Richards gonna do here, Chris? It's 1 versus 3. It looks like these guys have turned their back on it.
Why wouldn't they? They tried to help him, and now they don't have the title because he was so dumb to take their help. Here, come on, James, do something to him. Beat him up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Back down, you big wuss. Yeah.
You're such a hypocrite, Chris. Yes!
It's super kick to Mr. James. Look at him attacking him. Yes, guys, get on him. Come on, start throwing boots on him. Come on.
Well, somebody finally got the Stevie kick, didn't they, Chris?
Come on. Yes. Yes, choke him out. Look, it's got him in the guard, Dave. And Mr. Abernathy choking out Mr. Richards. He's never going to come back after this.
I never thought I'd say this, but somebody get out here, yes.
Why is Wyatt back
Who would
out
have
here?
thought this 5 minutes ago?
Jeremy Wyatt comes out here to help Mr. Richards. Mr. Richards, yeah, these two deserve each other. They're both stupid. Mr. Richards wouldn't take any help from the commission, and now Wyatt retains his title, and for some reason he comes out here and helps him.
All I can tell you is Abernathy and Jalistico couldn't win a singles title, Chris. If their life depended on it, they'd never beat Wyatt.
What are you talking about? Mr. James, yes, he slipped on a banana peel a couple of weeks ago and lost to Jeremy Wyatt, but that would not happen again. It wouldn't.
Are you kidding? That James Wyatt match was the quickest match in Metro Pro history
No, it
before the
wasn't.
Iceman Takeon match earlier tonight.
Well, you got a point there. The Iceman Takeon match was quick, but Jeremy Wyatt with that stupid plan. Look at that, Dave. Insult to injury. Insult to injury from Jeremy Wyatt. Mr. Richards finally getting to his feet. Does he even realize that the guy he took on for the championship is the one that just saved him?
Boy, this is strange here, Chris. These guys were butting heads and going at each other full bore just 3 or 4 minutes ago, and now Wyatt comes to the rescue. Never would have seen that coming.
I don't understand how people will somehow team up together to take out the commission. That makes no sense to me. The commission is here for
did
everybody.
cheap shot Steven Richards, and I guess we're learning Jeremy Wyatt is a man of integrity as well, Chris. In addition to being the champ, by the way.
It's a horrible combination. Integrity and championship. And look, Jeremy Wyatt walks away, and Steven Richards still reeling from losing his match. Crossface submission to Jeremy Wyatt, and this crowd now is giving some respect to Mr. Richards, who just shunned the commission and could have won the title, but decided against it for some reason.
This hostile Kansas City crowd is pro Richards.
Listen to this.
They really have turned, Chris.
Mr. Steven Richards has the fans in his hand right now. Dave, you kidding me?
Your friends, those idiots from the commission, would never get that kind of response.
Jeremy Wyatt's still the champion. It's horrible.
Thank goodness.
This has been a production of Metro Sports and Time Warner Cable, Kansas City.